With credentials, it's important to remember that we can only count one credential per participant, and that's while they are either participating or while they are in follow-up. So when we are counting our credentials, we need to ensure that we are only counting one per participant. So the best way to do this, I thought, would be to pull last year's data so that I had some duplicates to be able to show you how I work in Excel to recognize the duplicates and only count one. So we're going to continue on with our process of deleting our top 4 rows. So I'm going to highlight rows 1 through 4, right click and delete. I'm going to highlight column A and B because I don't need the user ID, and I'm going to delete those. I'm also going to delete columns K, L, and M because I do not need these. And it looks like there's an additional row up top, so I'm going to delete row 1. Scroll down to the bottom, and I will delete rows 39 through 42. I'm going to click on the caret in between the A and the 1 to make sure that nothing is merged, and nothing is merged, so we're good to go there. So I'm going to click on, I'm going to actually keep everything highlighted. I like to sort and sort these columns. So in the ribbon, I'm going to go to the sort and filter option, and I'm going to do custom sort. And I'm going to check the box that says my data has headers, and I'm going to select the drop-down box that says sort by, and I'm going to use the state ID, and then I'm going to add a level. So I click the button, add level, and this one for the drop-down box then by, I'm going to use the credential date. And I'll say OK. And it's going to ask me if I want to sort anything that looks like a number as a number, or if I want to sort my numbers and text separately. Anything that's a number, I want it sorted as a number, so I'm going to leave that option selected and select OK. Now that I have everything sorted, for me, the easiest way to do this is to look and see if I have any duplicates. And if I have any duplicates, I'm going to count the one that was recorded first. What I then do is I have, if I see any duplicates, then I'll highlight that red so I can get rid of it and not count it. So I'm seeing here I've got a duplicate for Guadalupe Torres. I can tell the name's the same and the state ID is the same. So I know this is the same participant, and it looks like she received an occupational skills credential. So she finished her program on April 14th, and then she obtained her license on June 5th. So since April 14th is before June 5th, I'm going to count the credential for April 14th. So the June 5th credential, I'm going to highlight in red because I don't want to count it. And I'm going to scroll through and see if there's any more. Here's another one. We've got Ramon Perez. We've got the same state ID, so I know these are the same. Similar situation, a credential on December 16th, and then another credential December 20th. So I'm going to use the one on the 16th. I will highlight the newer one in red because I'm not going to count that one. We've got a Diego or Francisco Diego. Looks like he has 3 entries. So his first one is September 24th. So I'm not going to count this one on October 1st or March 6th. I'm going to highlight both of those red, and I did validate that they are the same state ID. And this participant right below also is the same participant. So I'm going to highlight the later one in red so I don't count it. And it looks like that's all of them. Okay, so an easy way to now do this is I can put my filter by clicking on row 1, go back up to sort and filter, add my filter, and now I'm going to filter by credential date. So if I want to see the credentials that were obtained in July. Oh, well, let's select one that has a highlighted one that we don't want to count. So let's do June. So I've selected all my credentials for June, and my count is telling me that I have 11, but I have a red one here. So that means I'm not counting it. So that means I actually have 10. So that's the way that I use Excel to ensure that I do not count duplicate credentials.